Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Hope you enjoyed your holiday weekend. In your top stories, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. A Las Vegas Valley father is using social media to post his grievances after he was sought by police in connection to a homicide investigation of a slain child found last Friday along State Route 160. Review-Journal's James Schaefer explains.
In the wake of new leads from across the nation regarding the possible identity of a slain child found Friday along State Route 160 near the Mountain Springs trailhead, Las Vegas Metro Police Homicide Lieutenant Ray Spencer said that all tips so far have been ruled out.
As an investigator, you continue to take all leads as they come in. You don't rule out anything.
This while a Las Vegas Valley father who was briefly sought by police in their investigation, only to be cleared hours later, said in a social media post that he wants an apology. Jose Montez wrote on Facebook, quote, "I was shocked that people would think I would hurt my son knowing I do everything for them." Earlier today, we spoke in studio with Review-Journal reporter Glenn Pewitt, who has been covering the response on part of Metro Police.
Given that they had two family members identifying the boy, albeit incorrectly, they felt like it was the right thing to do under the circumstances.
Anyone with information may contact Metro or the Department 24-hour tip line. For Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Jim Schaefer.
Over in Northwest Las Vegas, a new tuition-free public charter school aims to offer smaller classes and project-based learning. Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer has more. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Jen. Teach Las Vegas is aiming to serve 325 kindergarten through 7th graders during its first year and plans to add one grade level each year until it reaches 12th. The Las Vegas campus is part of the Teach Public Schools Network, which has 3 campuses in Los Angeles. Superintendent Maria Pimienta says there will only be an average of 20 students per class. She says that this is essential for project-based learning.
And for instance, in a math class, that would mean that students could be doing projects like involving architecture and building structures. So they'd be taking what they are using in class and then applying it to the real world.
The school has about 65 children enrolled so far. There are still openings in every single level and enrollment remains open. Students will have full-time school days Monday through Thursday and will have half days on Fridays. Jen?
Over in Carson City, the 81st session of the Nevada legislative session has adjourned. Now hundreds of bills make their way to the governor's desk while the legislative building clears out.
It was sort of a chaotic scene, as it always is, as the legislature closes. Today, the building is much more quiet, much more deserted than it was, say, last night, which was Monday night when the legislature wrapped up.
Our 7 at 7 a.m. team will have more on what the governor has to say about this legislative session tomorrow. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, a recently retired Clark County District Judge passes away at the age of 56. Retired District Judge Valerie Adair spent nearly 2 decades on the bench. In a virtual retirement ceremony last year, the court spokesperson says Adair sought to remain humble, that she didn't want us to make a big deal about her service to the court that included serving on the grueling murder docket, and that Adair was also, quote, on point with her rulings and treats all those who appear before her with dignity. In your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air, no matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. Excessive heat is forecast to cover the entire Las Vegas region, up to a whopping 118 degrees tomorrow at Death Valley National Park, according to the National Weather Service. Now a look at tonight's forecast. Temps are dropping just below 80 degrees with very slight breezes. We've got more clouds tomorrow, but those triple-digit highs will burn those out by Thursday. Also expect the wind to pick back up. Now to your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. With the shortage of Uber and Lyft drivers, the company Captain Incorporated is expanding its Las Vegas Tesla-based transportation service. Captain Incorporated made waves back in 2019 when it was approved to acquire a large group of Las Vegas taxicab companies. The company's CEO says Captain services will bridge the gap between traditional rideshare and black car limousine, emphasizing customer service.
With the latest in sports, I'm Cassie Soto. Golden Knights goaltender Marc-ANDRE Fleury has been named a Vezina Trophy finalist for the first time in his career. The 36-year-old has set career bests in save percentage and goals against average. Both marks ranked 4th in the NHL among goaltenders with at least 10 starts. Fleury was also 3rd in the league in wins and shutouts.
It's pretty cool. You know, I never go into a season thinking I want to be a nominee or finalist for the Vezina. You know, I think my thought's always about winning games, you know, and winning the playoffs, right? That's always my mindset. And I'm not, you know, looking for individual awards, but this is definitely very flattering, and I'm honored to be among these guys.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The second round of the NHL playoffs is locked in after the Montreal Canadiens won Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-1 on Monday as plus 180 underdogs. Winnipeg is a minus 130 favorite at the Westgate to beat Montreal in their series, which starts Wednesday. The Avalanche are minus 420 favorites against the Golden Knights, and the Bruins are minus 200 favorites over the Islanders.
Now to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. Nevada's COVID-19 test positivity rate drops to its lowest level since June of 2020. This milestone coincides with Clark County reopening to 100% capacity today. The state reported a positivity rate of 3.8%, the lowest in almost a year. This rate essentially tracks the percentage of people tested who are found to be infected. Nevada also reported 514 new COVID cases and 4 deaths over the preceding 4 days. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. We have Adam Lambert coming back to Vegas this October. He's set to headline at the 1,800-seat Venetian Theater. Tickets go on sale Friday. And Guns N' Roses says they're back as well, to Las Vegas, that is. Looks like GNR, though, hasn't decided exactly where it's back to, as the ticket link to the band's website says venue to be announced. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Take care.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.